You may remember the 1970s as the height of family-friendly comedies. 8 is Enough was one of the most liked ones. 8 is Enough was based on the true story of Tom Braden, a national newspaper writer. It was about Tom Bradford, his wife, and their 8 children. But over the next few years, the cast went through a lot of strange tragedies. This is what we know about them. Betty Buckley, then. Betty Buckley is a talented actor who has won a Tony Award and has been nominated for 2 Daytime Emmy Awards, a Grammy Award, and an Olivier Award. She's famous for her part as Sandra in the show 8 is Enough. After Diana Hyland's sad death, her part was made. In the comedy-drama series when Tom Bradford lost his wife, he needed a new love interest. Sandra, Abby Mitchell, played by Buckley, ended up becoming the mom of the 8 kids in the series. Betty Buckley now. Betty Buckley has also become somewhat famous on Broadway, where she's been in shows like Pippin and The Mystery of Edwin Drood. She was also up for a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical for her amazing work in Triumph of Love. She even put out a few records of music. In total, she's put out 18 songs. Buckley's in her 70s now, but she's still going strong. She does voice work for Supergirl and takes online classes in interpreting songs and studying scenes. Janice Paige, then. She was born in Tacoma, Washington, and is a Hollywood star. She began singing in the neighborhood amateur shows when she was 5 years old. She went to Los Angeles after high school and got a job as a singer at the Hollywood Canteen, a club for troops that had food, dancing, and theater. Paige showed up in 5 episodes of 8 is Enough. She was Aunt Vivian in the play. She also starred in films with Dennis Morgan, Jack Carson, and Doris Day. She had her show called It's Always Jan because of how well she did. Janice Paige now. Paige quit Hollywood after her 1951 movie part in 2 Gals and a Guy. Soon after, her performance in the comedy mystery play Remains to be Seen on Broadway made her a huge star. She had trouble with her singing in the early 2000s, which turned out to be serious damage to her vocal cords. She was so hurt that she couldn't even speak. Her voice teacher helped her improve, though, and soon she sang again. The last thing we saw her in was the 2021 documentary Journey to Royal, a World War II rescue mission. Michelle Greene, then. Some people may know Michelle Greene as Abigail or Abby Perkins, the lawyer she played on the TV show LA Law. For her role, she was even nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award in 1989. However, her part as Jill in 8 is Enough was only her 3rd as an actor. The 2 episodes of Dorothy and the 1 episode of Laverne and Shirley were her first 2 roles. She became interested in acting when she was in high school. Despite this, she was very shy and needed acting lessons to help her. After that, she decided to join the acting school at the University of Southern California. Michelle Greene now. Greene tried to get into the music business after her role as Abby Perkins on LA Law went well, and she put out 2 Spanish records. She also showed up on well-known TV shows like Bones, CSI, CSI Miami, Cold Case, and Diagnosis Murder. Greene has also done well as a writer. Chasing the Jaguar, a Maritka Galvez mystery, and Keep Sweet are 2 books for young adults that she wrote. Ralph Macchio, then. Most of us know Ralph Macchio from his roles as Daniel LaRusso in the 3 Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai. Andretti, Abby's lost nephew, is 19 episodes of the last season of 8 is Enough. This is how he became known to fans of the show. This was his first role as an actor. He was 19 years old at the time. From a young age, Macchio was interested in working in show business. He took tap dance lessons when he was just 3 years old. Ralph Macchio now. Because he is so well-known, Macchio has been cast in many hit TV shows and movies. After 8 is Enough, he quickly moved on to other roles such as Johnny Cade in The Outsiders, Daniel LaRusso in the Karate Kid movies, Archie Rodriguez in Ugly Betty, and more. Macchio plays the role of Daniel LaRusso in the 2020 show Cobra Kai. The Karate Kid saga continues. Right now, he's playing Daniel LaRusso in Cobra Kai, the next movie in the Karate Kid movie series. Marisa Hargate, then. She was born on January 23, 1964 in Santa Monica, California. Marisa Hargate is a famous actress who's made her mark in the entertainment business. Early on, she started her journey in acting and her skills quickly became known. Hargate's big break came when she played Detective Olivia Benson on the long-running TV show Law & Order SVU. This famous role not only showed how good an actress she was, but it also made her a voice for sexual assault and abuse victims. Hargate has also been in popular shows like ER, Can't Hurry Love, and Lake Placid, in addition to her well-known part on the show. Not only has her dedication to her work won her praise from critics, but it also won the hearts of people worldwide. Marisa Hargate now. 41 years after her part in the popular series 8 is Enough, Marisa Hargate continues to shine as an important figure in the entertainment world. As Hargate moves from her early days as an actress to a long-term job, her path has been marked by both change and unwavering dedication. She changed her career by playing Detective Olivia Benson on Law & Order SVU, a part that she's become linked with her name. This was after her famous role as Mary Bradford. Hargate has a lot of respect for people who support survivors of sexual abuse outside of acting. Their unshakable commitment to making the world a safer place and reflection in the depth of her shows and her influence grows stronger every year. Mark Hamill could have been a part of the Bradford family. Anyone who's a fan of the great Star Wars films will be very familiar with Mark Hamill, who played the famous part of Luke Skywalker. You may not have known this, but before this part, he was cast as David Bradford on 8 is Enough. The deal was made and the pilot was shot, but the Force wasn't with him because he was in a terrible car accident the night the pilot played. Getting hurt made him leave the show, and soon after, he turned into the Luke Skywalker we all know and love. The show had a member of a band. That's not all that Willie Ames did while he was on 8 is Enough. He was also working on something fun and interesting. He played in the band Willie Ames and Paradise. Ames played guitar and sang lead. On top of that, they were on the show. The band even got a deal with CBS Custom Label to make music. Among their other shows were songs on Kids Are People Too, American Bandstand, and The Mike Douglas Show. The subject of one of their most well-known songs was You're the Only One That I Ever Needed. An abundance of TV appearances for Ames. Willie Ames not only appeared in 8 is Enough, but also took on many other television roles. In Season 2 of Celebrity Fit Club, overweight stars tried to lose weight. You may know him. An amazing 19 pounds were lost by Ames. He was in Season 8 of Celebrity Fit Club, Boot Camp, and Season 1 of Macmillan River Adventure as well. So much so that he was in an episode of Bob Saget's game show, 1 vs. 100 in 2000. More Where Are They Nows. Of course, if you really like 8 is Enough, you'll notice that we forgot to list some group members. How did Michael Thoma, who played Tom Bradford's best friend, Dr. Greg Maxwell, end up? His other big break came on, you got it, the show Fame. He died in 1982 after a sad 2-year fight with cancer. Dennis Patrick, who played Harry Mitchell on the show and was known for playing different roles, died in a house fire in 2002. He was 84 years old. And more recently, in 2021, Larry Gelman, who had a vast and varied career, passed after a bad fall at the age of 90. Nobody told him the news. The very popular show 8 is Enough had to end because all good things must come to an end. Once the show's numbers started going down, it had to be stopped. Members of the company are usually told directly by the crew when a show is canceled. However, one of the main stars, Dick Van Patten, didn't receive this information until he read it in the newspaper. It was a strange event, and it hasn't been made clear why he didn't hear it directly. Still, the news made a lot of people sad. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon.